everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the very last video of 2023. Now, before we start, I'd just like to say thank you very much to you all for supporting my channel throughout the year, and you know, for watching my videos, for commenting. Thank you very much to all those people that have donated to my channel. It's been very, very much appreciated. So thank you very much, everybody, for all that. Right, this video, as promised, is just going to be the review of all the models I've done throughout this past year. And I had a few, or a couple of hiccups during the filming of this, which you'll see. But yeah, you know, I do hope that you enjoy this video very much, and I know you've seen, or most of you have seen all of them before, but if you haven't and you see a model in this video, you can always go back and if you have time, watch the video on my channel. So I guess we better get on with it. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, and see all the models I've done through this past year. Right, okay, we're going to kick off with the first restoration of 2023, and it was a double restoration, and it was these two AEC Monarchs Dinky toys, and one I bought on eBay and one was donated by Mr. David Yates. So this one had all the cab bent in. I think that's the one I bought on eBay. It had all the cab twisted in. If you watch the video you can see it, and this one was pretty good. So I've painted this one all original, you know, how the Dinky one was, and it came out quite nice, I thought. Did a bit of black wash in the grill, tried to do the AEC badge, so I was pleased with that one. And then this one I put jeweled headlights in, because I thought, as I'm doing it different, you know, to what Dinky did it, I'll just put the jeweled headlights in as well. But it came out rather nice as well, and I do like those two. So that's the first two that kicked off the year. So I'll move those out the way. I'm doing this on our dining room table. My missus is in town having her hair done, so I'm just bringing a few down at a time and swapping them over, because if she comes home and I've got models all over the table, I'm going to be in big trouble. Okay, so the next one was a model Matchbox king size Alice Chalmers motor scraper, and that was very kindly donated to me by Mr. Peter Horton. I had a bit of trouble with the back because the back snapped off. The wheels were seized. It was a bit of a challenge, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I'm pleased the way it came out as well. I mean, most of my models I'm quite pleased the way they came out, and that wasn't a good idea to do that, because that's a good way to chip the paint. But yeah, it worked out nice in the end. That was a nice one. This was broken as well. I had to kind of make it a bit. I used some bits of split pin and stuff like that. So that was that one. And then next I had this Dinky Toys Comet breakdown truck, and that was donated to my channel by Mr. David Yates again. and I'm pleased with the way this one came out as well. I did forget to put the spring in there. There wasn't one, but I was going to make one up, but it actually doesn't unwind, so it's not too bad like it is, you know. The weight on it doesn't make the handle unwind. I was going to try and put like a hair clip down there to do it, but yeah, all in all, it looks very nice, I think, with the underneath. And I've just tipped these old tyres out. I put them in for my Christmas video. So that was that one. Okay, next we got this Carrier Bantam box van. Drive safely on milk. So that was donated to the channel by Mr. David Yates. David donated a lot last year, and I'm gradually getting through all the donations, the restorations, but I've got a lot still to go. But yeah, this one again turned out quite nice. I did have problems with the decals, water slide transfers. I bought some on eBay which were in very good quality. I got away with this one, but the big one on the other side I didn't quite get away with, so I had to order some more, and I think I got that from Black Square in the end the second time. I've just put these little dual rear lights on there to make it a bit different. The old shutter goes up and down. There you go. Luckily that wasn't broken. So that one is quite a nice little model. What next have we got? Right, this one. Now, this is the Corgi Toys number 348, and it's a Vegas Ford Thunderbird, and that's the one that Dan Tanner used to drive in the TV series Vegas. So this one was donated by Mr. Guy Uzi, and if you look back in the video, I remember I did have quite a lot of trouble with this one. So I did end up buying another one as a donor vehicle. I think I did something with the front bumper. I made a mess of it, and I kind of half melted it, if I remember rightly. My memory's getting a bit shocking lately. But yeah, that was another nice one. It came out okay in the end. The boot opens. I don't want to chip the paint. It does open. And I think the bonnet does as well, yeah. But I've just messed up the suspension now. So I think I might have to undo that. Not a cabbage. Right, okay, we're back again after 3 or 4 hours. Been and have a Chinese takeaway. I managed to get the rivets out and undid it again. I've put new rivets in now. Luckily they came out not too bad. Managed to sort the suspension out, and she's okay again. It's all up and running, so yeah, it's looking okay still. Got a couple of tiny chips there where the bonnet opens and shuts. It's been opened and shut a few times. But yeah, it's all right now, thank goodness. So that's that one. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, next we've got Corgi Toys Rover 2000. Now this was a custom one I did two together, and I did them in brown, and what it was for an elderly gentleman who owned a real one of these, and you know, my wife asked me to do it for him. He is a resident in the care home where she is the manager, and yeah, I did this one. Well, I did two. I did one for him and I kept one for me. I did them both exactly the same, and yeah, they came out quite nice. Custom restoration. Okay, so next we've got this Corgi Major Ford car transporter, and that's number 1159. Wheels don't turn very well on this table. It's very slidey, and they're a little bit tight. But yeah, this one turned out rather nice as well. I think I managed to do a silver stripe with this chrome tape. I cut into little lengths, and I got these, they're MATCHBOX Dinky Ford Mustang fastbacks, 1957 one's supposed to be. So I got 4 of those on there, as you can see. You saw this in my Christmas video. Actually, I'll take the trailer off, put that down there, and then we can have a look at the old tractor unit. And I made this Ford badge on the front sticker. I put some jewelled headlights in it because I thought it looked nice. I managed to pick the Ford out, okay, with a Molotov. Yeah, it looks quite nice in that colour, I find. So yeah, that's that one. Did a bit of black in the grille and up the top there to make it look a bit better. So again, I was pleased with that one. I made my own stickers, which are coming off on the back. So yeah, that was that one. Yeah, if I put this the right way. No. Trying to get the trailer back on. That's it. Put the wheels up. Oh God, that's it. There. Right. Yeah, and the car's pretty good for scale wise, I think, for that. The actual Corgi cars, the wheels were almost as big as the ones on the truck, and I didn't find they looked right, which is why I bought these ones. Okay, so I'm going to go and swap a few models over again, and then I'll come back with the next ones. Next, what have we got next? I'm looking at my list here. Okay, so I did, because Mr. Guy Uzi had sent me quite a few models. He also sent me this Merryweather Marcus Fire Tender Dinky Toys one, which was number 285. Now I'll show you some photos on here because he wanted me to restore it and send it back to him because it was it was a model he had, or a toy he had when he was a child. He had it for Christmas, I think he told me. And, you know, I said I would do it for him and send it back to him, which I did, and he was very pleased with it. So I haven't got it anymore, obviously, so I will put some photos on here of it. And, yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Now, again, this is another one that I haven't got anymore, and it's a Dinky Toys Land Rover, and I did a custom restoration for this for my friend in England who had a recovery business, and I did it in his colours and put his name and all that on it because he used to have a Land Rover. Like this, so it's the breakdown crane, number 422. So again, you see, I'll put these photos on here. And okay, next, we'll move on to this mini moke. Now this one. Sorry for the dithering, I'm trying to read, I've written it all down. It started off as the Dinky Toys Mini Moke that was number 342, and I converted it into the one which was number 106. And that was the Prisoner Mini Moke. So it didn't start out life as one of these. Now, I was inspired by Corgi Bob to do this one because he did the same thing, and I thought, yes, I'll have a go at that. Now, this has been in that box since I finished it, so I don't know if it's still okay or not. There it is. Put some foam on, I didn't want to damage it. It wasn't that easy to do. Made the canopy, the stickers myself, but I had quite a bit of trouble. And I had quite a bit of trouble with paint peeling off the reproduction canopy. But yeah, it came out alright in the end. So I was pretty pleased with that one. That's quite nice. If you haven't seen the video, it's worth a watch. Okay, so that's that one. I'll put him back in the box and wrap him up. Be careful this area, I don't want to bust that off. Yeah, how did I have this wrapped up? So that, yeah. We don't get it back in the box here. So, a little tangle. Keep him safe. That's it, reproduction box that I made from the templates I've got. Right. Okay, so next we've got the Bedford TK Castrol box van, and that's another one that turned out quite well. It was a bit lashed up, so I had to take the chassis from a dust cart, if I remember rightly, a Dinky dust cart, and do it, but it didn't come out too bad. Did the badge on the front, I did some black wash in the grille, not the bit there which covers over the steering box, jewelled headlights, the little indicators on the side, they were there, I just painted them. What we did have to do was to make our own doors, because they were missing on this. And if you watch the video, what I made them with these plastic freezer bag or sandwich bag ties. They come in sheets and you're supposed to pull them apart. They got wire in the middle, so I just cut some of those sheets and put some cardboard on the back, stuck into the cardboard, and Bob's your uncle. It did the trick. And that's a bit of plastic, you know, those crosses you get to put if you're doing some tiling to keep the tiles you know, the right distance apart, to keep the gaps in the middle right. And I just cut one of those down and stuck it on the inside, and that worked as a handle. Did the same there. So that was rather nice as well. I made my own decals, or stickers I should say. They are vinyl stickers. Right, that's that one. Next we've got the Dinky Toys MGB. That's number 113. And that was one I got at a toy fair, if I remember rightly. And it was in a pretty sorry state. Somebody had tried to glue a windscreen back and got super glue everywhere. The doors were super glued shut. We had a bit of an old time with this one, but I did it in orange and I think it turned out rather nice. So that's that one. Oh, that's right, I remember what I chipped the boot, didn't I? I made a mess of that, I think, with my nail, my fingernail. So unfortunately I had to touch that up. But looks alright. That's that one. What next? The Austin Healey. So that's a Corgi Toys Austin Healey. Metal base. Had to get a reproduction windscreen for it. Turned out nice. Painted the inside red, maroony. Detailing. Quite a nice model. That was that one. Then we had, what did I have next? Oh yeah, this one. The 2.4 litre Corgi Jaguar, the fire chief's car. Now, if you remember, if you watched the video, I lacquered my decals. You know, I put them on first and then I lacquered the car and they went a bit wrinkly. Like someone suggested, the old fire chief parked his car too close to the fire. But other than that, turned out rather nice. Had to get a reproduction sign on the top, you know, with the bell. And is that a light or siren? I don't know. Had to get a repro aerial. But nice cars, you can do some nice detailing on these. Turned out nice. So that was that one. Put them back in the box. That's that one. Now next, I did this one, again I don't have it anymore, it was for my mate in England again, and it was a real toy Ford F650 pickup truck, and I did a code free on it. I put a crane in the back, painted it in his colour, my mate's colours, yellow again with his name, did some decals with his name on, and yeah, it turned out rather nice. So again, here's some pictures of that one. Then next we did this spot on milk float by Trying, number 122, and this was another lovely donation. I was really pleased with this one from Mr. David Yates. He has sent me another one since to do in the other livery, This is a United Dairies one. I had to get a few reproduction parts. I got reproduction load, reproduction, these rails, and the driver I think I had to get. And I had to get 2 lots of decals, because or water slide decals there, because I messed one up on one side. And luckily when the others came, I managed to put it, I couldn't get the remnants of that, the one I messed up, off, and I managed to stick the other one over the top of it and you can't see it. But again, that's another one, and I didn't have any spot on toys. This was the first one, so I was really pleased to have this one. So there you are, spot on models by trying. 1/43 scale, D milk floats, United Dairies milk float. So that was really nice. I like that one. So that was that one. Okay, next up we got the old Field Marshal tractor, and again that one's from Mr. David Yates, and I do love these. As I said, I've loved them, the real tractors. They've always been way out of my price range. I've always wanted one, so I have to settle with the model. This one was orange to start with. I've turned it green and silver wheels. I scraped all the detail on there with the knife. Yeah, another one that turned out really nice, in my opinion anyway. I really like that one. So that was that one. If you missed the video, go back and have a look at it. So that's that one. Right, next we've got the Dinky Toys Big Bedford, which has still got some artificial snow in the backing. I'll tip that out from my Christmas video. So this one again was from Mr. David Yates, and I've done it in the colours of the firm I used to work for in the 80s. My boss did have one of these. We all drove it in turn. A lot of the guys didn't like it. It was nicknamed the Pig because they didn't like driving it. I enjoyed driving it, but that's me, because I, you know, as I probably said in the video, I enjoy driving the older stuff. And yeah, quite pleased with it. Got the decal on the side, my boss's old firm, the old name. I had to cut down the decal, that was a little bit on the big side. But yeah, it turned out nice, I think. Put some jewelled lights on the back, number plate on the back, and indicator lights on the front. They were on the wings on the one my boss had, like the Bedford, you know, the round ones. They're still on some modern lorries. I've seen them when we went on holiday on the motorway, so whether they still make them or whether they're new old stock they hadn't put on them on a modern lorry. But anyway, they were, like I say, on top of the wings. They're add-ons, they weren't there from new. So I've just put them underneath because I've googled it and I saw some photos with some of them had the indicator lights put in there. Did the badge. It was too small for me to write the Bedford, so I just did a few red dots with a pen. It looks alright. You know, it's so small that you can't see with the naked eye whether it's writing or whether it's what I've done with dots, so it looks fine. That's another one I was pleased with. Right, next we've got the Solido Citroen 2CV6, and that was a donation from Fraser Martin, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do this one. It was orange originally, and I googled a few. Well, I googled the Citroen, looked at a few pictures, and I saw this flower power one, and I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, we'll do that, it's a bit of fun. So I did it in more or less the same colours. Had a few stickers I had. I thought I'll stick those on, they look alright, and then I lacquered over the lot. So yeah, it was a bit of fun. I enjoyed doing it. It's got really good suspension, and yeah, I really liked that one. So that was that one. Okay, next we've got the Corgi Toys Fiat 2100. That's number 232, and that was another donation from Martin Dare. And I did it in my own colours because I didn't like the original colours that Corgi did them. But I think it looked quite nice in these, in the colours I've done it. I put some black wash in the front grille, put dual headlights in. I can't remember if there were some already. I think there were some in there, but I replaced them anyway. Painted the indicators in. I was too scared to scrape that line along there. You can't really see it, but it had a few chunks out of it, and I thought if I go, well, you can see that one better than that side, but I thought if I do scrape it, I'm going to end up messing it up, so leave well alone. That's what I thought. But it looks okay. It looks okay. It came out all right. Okay, next we got the Citroen Safari, and that one did turn out well. I put dual headlights in it. I can't remember, again I can't remember if there were originally or whether I just drilled them and put them in. I just can't remember. I'll have to watch the video. My memory's getting shocking. Anyway, I had to get all these bits, reproduction skis and the roof rack, and I got the skier to go with it. Corgi Ski Club. Several variations of this one. I've got a couple more to do. So I want to do every variation, so there's quite a few I think. We had to put new window unit in, new back window because that was completely missing. Yeah, the seat goes backwards and forwards. You can't see it, but it does go up and down. It's a bit sticky sometimes, but yeah, that was another nice one. So we're getting more up to date now. We're getting towards the end of them. And oh, I didn't say that this one was donated to my channel by Mr. John Ford, and I've got a couple more from him as well. So that was really nice. Right, next up, another one from Mr. David Yates, and that's the Dinky Toys Cunningham C5R, and that's number 133. And I didn't do it exactly as Dinky did it. I did slightly different. I put a couple of little jeweled lights in the front grille because I googled some pictures of it and that's what I found. I just put some transparent yellow for those headlights over silver. Had to get a new windscreen for it. I can't remember if I had to get the new man. I think I had to get the new driver. I didn't put these lines right up to the windscreen. I should have done. But the picture I googled had the number on the side like that, the side of the bonnet, number 4. So that's how I did it. And then I didn't paint these wheels. I just polished them up. So they're the original wheels that were just polished up. But yeah, I put some rear lights. There was a little tail light there on one side. In the picture I googled, there's some chrome on it, a little boot handle and a bit of chrome underneath there. Same on the front, there was a badge across the bonnet, across the stripes. So that was another one that turned out really nice. Next we got this Golden Jacks Rover. Now I had the wrong wheels on this one, and unfortunately you can see I've had an accident with it. Now Fraser Martin very kindly sent me the correct wheels for this one all the way from Dubai. They took a little while to come, and what happened, I was changing them, and I don't know what it was, whether some glue might have, when I put it together, gone on there. I don't know what it was, but this must have stuck or caught on something, and when I pulled it I didn't realise, and I snapped a bit off the flipping suspension inside. So the wheel's there, but that side I'm afraid is a bit poorly now, so I am going to have to undo this one again. I only hope my rivets haven't stuck in too tight. They're quite soft rivets these, so at a push I can drill them out, but if you remember, the pillars were not very good. I had to repair them with plastic straw net because somebody had drilled this out and made a right mess of it. Drilled sideways and messed up all the pillars. So that is something I'm going to have to address, which is a shame. It's really unfortunate because it came out quite nicely, this one. The details I did on there in the badge, I was really pleased with it. It was white originally, so I've done it back white. Somebody had overpainted it, if I remember rightly. Had to get a reproduction wheel and that wheel carrier on the back. It's got a tiny crack in that window unit, and I should have unstuck that roof, as it turns out. It should be higher up, the actual sort of sunroof thing, it should be higher up. Somebody messed around with that and I didn't realise when I put it back. So if I undo it, which I'm going to have to fix that suspension, I might have a go at that, at undoing it and putting it properly. But you learn through your mistakes. See, I didn't realise when I was putting it together, it was only afterwards I thought, that looks a mess. And I realised what I'd done. I should have undone it, unglued what the previous person had done. But there you are. But now I've got to undo it. I'm going to have a second chance at that, so I'll sort it out, and when I've sorted it out I'll show you when I'm doing one of my other restorations. So that's that one. What now? I'm going to have to go upstairs and get another few models. Right, we're coming right up to date now, and we've got this Euclid rare dump truck, and that's Dinky number 965. That's Dinky Super Toys, and this was one again that was donated to me by Mr. Martin there. So that was really nice of Martin, and that's come up a treat, that one. I was pleased with that. I managed to scratch the Euclid on the top of the radiator, the actual name, and I put some jewelled headlights in, painted that black. I made my own decals, and yeah, it came out really nice, that one. It works a treat, goes up and down really easily, so that was really nice. So, there it is. Next we've got Dinky Super Toys, is it? No, Dinky Toys Leyland Comet cement truck, number 419. Dinky Toys, and again that's from Mr. Martin there, and you know, there's not that long I've done it, just before Christmas. I've got to redo these decals because I should have lacquered them and I didn't, and I've rubbed them off, especially doing my Christmas video, keeping on moving it up all the time for that little animation thing at the end. That sort of rubbed the decals a bit more. If you remember, we had to mend that front bit because that was snapped off, so I did that with a pop rivet shaft, bent it over, drilled up into the bumper each side and put that bit in, and it worked a treat. So that came up really nice. I was really pleased with that one because I have been looking at them. They do go quite a lot of money, and you know, every time I look at one I think, oh no, I'll keep looking, one might come up cheaper, but it never has. Anyway, Martin to the rescue with this one. So I was very, very pleased to get that one. So thanks again for that one, Martin. It was great. Okay, so last of all, and you saw it in the Christmas video, and that's the old Dinky Toys Johnson Road Sweeper, and that was donated by Mr. David Williamson quite some time ago, and I have got some other bits and pieces that you saw in the video that he sent me, and I do want to do at least 2 of these in different colours. So that was great. The old belt seems to be slipping a bit. Oh, they are. It's working on and off. It's not. Maybe my belt's a little bit too loose. It works when you turn the wheel like that. When you run it along the floor, along the thing. Oh, there, it's working there. There, it's working. And it keeps slipping the belt a bit. I might have made it just a little bit too loose. But yeah, it came up alright. We had the usual chips on the doors, even though I filed them down. Did the detailing in the front, which came out quite nice. So that was the very last one of this year, 2023. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit disjointed. I've had a couple of mishaps with these models, but anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed it, and well, that'll be it really. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe and look after yourselves, and that just leaves me with one more thing to say, and from me and Monica, Happy New Year, everyone. See you in 2024.